This podcast is brought to you by SeatGeek. Our friends over at SeatGeek are giving us a promo code of TBA Wrestling. That is TBA Wrestling for $20 off your first purchase. Enjoy the show.
Welcome to Gunners R Us, where we are positively Arsenal.
And that we are.
Here we are.
And we're positively summer break.
Oh, it's summertime.
This is the official start of our first ever fully summer break. And I know that England are they've just played 2 games.
Yeah.
And Leicester, we talk about, they're better probably.
And our boys played last night.
And I missed it while recording our other podcast, The Pepcorn Boys.
Yes.
Which you should check out on Amazon, iTunes,
I caught glimpses.
Spotify.
I caught glimpses of the game. Sorry, I overlapped your Spotify.
Yeah, you couldn't wait to talk about it. I didn't see any of it. I watched the first one, and it was really poor.
I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know if you did the same, but I watched the first half.
Yeah.
And then I figured I could be watching something better. And I watched something else. I was like, why am I watching
That was Saturday as well. That was right before Worlds Collide with WWE.
Yeah, I had loads that night. Loads.
Yeah, it wasn't a good watch. And I have a gag in a minute that my son...
Yes, your son.
He's
my nephew.
He is 16 days old.
Oh, my lucky number.
He's seen 2 football games.
Yes.
I say seen. He's not seen any of it.
Nah.
But he's been present.
I caught him side-eyeing one of them.
Yes. It was the Champions League game, the final.
Yeah.
And then this England game.
Yes.
He's yet to properly watch an Arsenal player.
Because
no Arsenal player played in the first England game, and obviously none played in the Champions League final.
No.
So, yeah, he's missed them all. He watched a bit of the Nation League final, actually.
Did he?
I watched the majority of the Nation Leagues with him.
Oh, so I saw that.
So his first real Arsenal players he got a sight of was Mikel Moreno.
Oh, good. Good. That's where he should start.
Because none are in Portugal, are they? And then Spain is... Well, could we say Zubamendi? The first Spanish player that he saw score was Zubamendi.
Oh, that's a good sign.
That's also a bit of a bizarre stat. That's a little bit of a... What do Kelseys call that?
Oh.
They call it something, a thingy stat, don't they?
Oh, man.
I haven't listened to that podcast until the season starts.
I sometimes pop it on the way home from here.
Yeah, they call it a thingy stat of the week or whatever. It's basically it's like the most ridiculous, redundant stat. My son is the first Spanish goal scorer. It might not even be the first Spanish goal scorer who scored in the Champions League final.
Oh.
Doué, the young lad, so both French. Dembele? No, Dembele didn't score.
Was there any Spanish players?
Kvaratskhelia scored from Georgia.
Georgia.
That England game, he saw Harry Kane score.
Oh.
So he might have seen a former Tottenham player score.
Seen Harry Kane score. Harry Kane's on track to
break a lot.
Yeah, he's on track.
Yeah.
If he, it depends how many more caps he gets.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he's getting older now.
Yeah, but either way, he saw Zubamendi have a hell of a game. I don't know if you watched much of that game.
No, I didn't see a lot of it.
But before we completely sidewind this podcast into us talking about that,
old news.
Today's podcast will be the ups and downs.
Ooh.
Our version of what Arscast would call like player ratings.
Yeah.
We're gonna use Simon's vehicle
Ups and downs.
of ups and downs, and you get 1 golden up and 1 golden down
Oh.
for one player.
Okay.
We also have you'll say up or down on every player that we have in the squad. And then we're also going to do our favourite moment of the season and worst moment of the season, like our golden up moment and our golden down moment,
Okay.
which will be separate at the end. But no, Nations League, Ronaldo's won another trophy. He scored another goal.
He's doing it.
And the thing with Ronaldo is he's not with his team anymore. He's got no team at the minute.
He's free balling.
But he didn't sign with anyone. He's a free agent, so he can sign anytime. But I was going to say, the window shut last night for the Club World Cup.
Yep.
He'll want to play in that, I would imagine.
Yeah.
So I think he's looking to go to the Saudi team that's in it. I don't know if it was his team.
I don't know. Because I think there was talk that if he
Stayed, he would be in it.
If he stayed, he'd be in it. But I think they could still... They can register players, can they? Or they're not... They can't register players.
They can't.
Or they...
No, you can register them up until like mid-June. But you can't sign anyone that is at another club. So because he's a free agent, he could sign for anyone before the Club World Cup.
Okay.
But I wonder if he's looking to sign for a club that are in it. Because he wants to add... He's 40 now. He's trying to add as many things as possible. I can't imagine him leaving Saudi now. He seems pretty settled.
Yeah, I think if any player can play into their 40s, it's going to be Ronaldo. Well, like, talk about peak male performance. Like, I mean, is it Pepe? Pepe's like 40, my age. He's 42. But Ronaldo, the shape he's in...
But it's not even just that, like, because people are saying, like, he plays in the Saudi league now, it's not the same. And I know the Nations League isn't winning the Euros and stuff like that. But he's not. He's just won the Nations League at 40.
Yeah.
But he did it while captaining and scoring.
Yeah. He's still doing it.
So it's not like he's just, on the bench and he happens to be picking up trophies. He's scoring in the games.
Oh, yeah. Cristiano's going to Ronaldo no matter how old he is.
Exactly. And the Nations League, yeah, of course. But when you look at it, and I actually did this research myself, pre-Ronaldo in Portugal, no World Cup finals, no Euros finals.
Talk about dragging a nation.
Since he's been in Portugal team, they've won a Euros and they've won 2 Nations Leagues.
Mad. And they have potentially one of the best players of all time playing for them.
Yeah, and so sometimes you got to look at that and be like, the Ronaldo effect. As much as people go, oh yeah, but I think just Portugal got better as time went on. Yeah, of course. And their team does look very good now.
But they've had some good teams in the past.
Yeah, Figo's team, they didn't
in the 90s and 2000s, yeah.
Exactly. Who are boys? Pinto and...
Oh, Ja and...
Sapinto,
yeah.
They've had great teams and they haven't gone to finals. Since he's been there, they've been to... I think they've been to 3 finals and won all 3. It's 2 Nations League and a Euros. But I mean, I was just thinking that, and I was just thinking he's still collecting trophies. He's still, and he's not going to stop playing until he hits the 1,000 goals.
Yeah.
And I think is it 50 odd, 60 goals away?
Yeah,
so he's not far. He's going to do another couple seasons.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was his 200 and something cap on it.
Yes.
For Portugal,
yeah.
Just the level in which, like I said, he's not playing at a level. He's not in the MLS and not playing international football and coming off the bench for a paycheck.
No, he's playing full on.
Starting Nations League finals.
All gas, no breaks.
Final.
Yeah.
And scoring.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I just want to shout that. I'm not someone who's a big Cristiano Ronaldo guy.
I like Ronaldo.
I don't really care about him. I don't care about him at all. But I'm very much... I agree with Wenger when he said... Ronaldo is the best ever human to play football.
I think so.
And Messi is an alien.
He's freaky. Something else.
And I think that's the easiest way to say it, because otherwise, they're both human, which they are, Messi's better than Ronaldo.
Ronaldo was more self-made, I believe. I think Messi had a
God-given
talent.
Just unreal. And also, when you look at it, Messi's still, I think he's maybe 100 goals behind him.
Yeah.
And if you watch Messi now, he's playing in the MLS, but he's scoring maybe 12 a season. Ronaldo's scoring 30, 40 goals still every season. And he's winning Nations Leagues.
Yeah,
Again, Messi won a World Cup literally, a year and a half ago.
Well, you got to remember also, like you said about Portugal, Messi was playing for Argentina, who is a force in international football.
And they've won World Cups before Messi. They've won World Cups with Messi.
Yeah, and they've had these generational players like Maradona. And then Messi came along. Whereas Ronaldo came along and took a nation. This young kid from Madeira. The little island of Madeira.
Yeah. I didn't expect us to kind of put over Ronaldo so much at the start of this episode. But here we are. We are doing it.
Yeah.
But today's episode, we've kind of, Portugal won the Nations League. It was a toss-up, wasn't it? We wanted to see Zubamendi, and we're using him like he's our player. And Moreno and Raya celebrating another trophy.
Yeah.
But also seeing Yamal not win one was quite entertaining.
Sometimes. I mean, if you're sitting on a load of Yamal rookie cards, you're probably hoping that he does win some stuff.
And I mean, that guy's already... What has he won?
He won the Euros, didn't he?
He won the Euros, he's won the league, he's won the Copa.
So those rookie cards are still holding some weight.
He's doing too well.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's still got his braces.
I know, he's an unbelievable football player. He is the new... I'm not going to say he's the new Messi. I don't think there'll ever be a Messi.
No.
Messi is a souped-up version of Maradona. Better than Maradona.
There won't be another Messi.
No. Whereas, if you think about... I don't know, I'm trying to think. Ronaldo is not anyone either, but he's just a potent goal scorer. Whereas Messi, people can say, he's like the modern Ronaldo, Maradona, but he's a lot better. I think with Yamal, he's going to be just the first Yamal. I don't think they'll ever... You can never correlate Messi to anyone.
I think Yamal is there's a new crop of players that I think we're seeing in football.
Yeah.
And
people, when you use the word Winnerian-ness, people are going to be a little bit frustrated with you. But he's in that category.
He's part of it. I think there's a new crop of these young players that they're like low centre of gravity players, kind of similar to like a Messi mould, where they can dip and dive and use the footwork and they got the skill. And I think they're man-made more in the sense of they're like a mix of Ronaldo and Messi, I believe. There's God-given talent there, because from a young age they can take a lot of pressure and a lot of ability and use it. but they are also man-made because you can't be Messi.
Yeah.
So it's like a mix.
I think also it's kids getting exposed to better technique at a younger age, and therefore look at Max Dowman at Arsenal. Like, he looks like he could be unreal. Like when he plays, he puts down that far corner, and you didn't see. Again, people go, yeah, but Macheda put it in the far corner for Man United. Look at him now.
Yeah.
And I agree that, not every person's going to be a hit.
No.
I mean, like when Doué is doing 2 goals and an assist in the Champions League
Doué's
final,
one of them.
whether you think he's good or not, or whether he goes on to have a wild career, how many players have scored 2 goals and got an assist in a Champions League final?
I think that's the proof.
Is that one other?
Yeah, that's the proof. I know you can't. You can't tell what they're going to do going forward, but they've already done enough to cement what could be crazy.
If he retired tomorrow, he's a legend.
Yeah,
because when you think about it, PSG have never won the Champions League.
No. Yeah, talk about like dragging Portugal to stuff. Like he's doing it with PSG.
Yeah, and he wasn't like. I would say he wasn't the biggest part of that team. But in the time they needed him, he showed up. And in a world where we talk about, like, was Saka quiet in that game? Or Salah comes to life only in a moment? In the big games, does Salah go hiding? This kid just scored 2 goals and got an assist.
Yeah.
Whether you could say maybe the opposition wasn't good enough, all these things, it's irrelevant. In the history books, for example, Speed did a load of stuff with Jamie Carragher and Micah Richards recently.
Yeah.
And he was in the back seat, and they've got a hilarious relationship between Speed and Carragher. And he was talking about Ronaldo and how he's like the best of all time and blah, blah, blah. And then he kind of did like a comment to Jamie of like, you'll never win a Champions League. Like you never held a Champions League.
Yeah.
And then Carragher was like, no, and Micah Richards started laughing. He's like, no, I did. And Speed's like, what? And he's like, I won a Champions League, and I didn't just win it. I won it in what is widely considered the best ever Champions League final.
Yeah, that was nuts.
And Speed started looking up and started laughing. He was like, "Oh my god!" He's like, "I didn't know." But that's the thing is like when Carragher's retired, he didn't win a title, but he won a Champions League.
Yeah.
He won an FA Cup. He won a Carabao Cup, whatever. But he's a club legend. He was in that. When people talk about Arsenal, there's people that are in the Invincibles.
Yeah.
There was people that were in the double winning team. There was people in the 1989 league winning title.
Yeah.
Team. There's, you remember players by that team that did one thing.
Yeah.
Jamie Carragher is a legend, and Doué, whether he in 2 years is on the bench at PSG and gets sold to Leverkusen, does a year there, ends up at Villarreal, does a couple of years there, ends up at Everton.
Yeah.
Or he ends up at PSG the whole time.
Yeah.
And he wins 3 or 4 more Champions Leagues. Either way, he scored 2 and got an assist in the Champions League final, which is the peak of the whole. No matter what you think of the Club World Cup.
Yeah.
The Champions League is the peak.
That's the biggest. Yeah.
Like when someone scores in the final of the Club World Cup this summer.
There's no.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no legacy to it.
Sure.
I mean, there might be in years to come. Like it might become a thing.
Yeah, but who scored in the final of the first ever Champions League or the first World Cup? Don't know.
Can't remember.
It's irrelevant.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But
it's not irrelevant, but it's.
But I think that
it's hard, isn't it?
That's kind of what a lot of these young kids are doing in football. I think now is they're not. Like, we grew up where there was a lot of revisionist history. And I think even the players that came through that period, there was a lot of revisionist history where you would mimic previous players, like styles, like Henry's, Shearer's. People would copy their styles. Whereas these kids now, it's like a blank canvas. They're coming in. And I think you had a conversation with James, our friend. He's a Fulham physio. And he said a lot of the young kids there, they don't
support teams, they support players.
They support players, and it's not older players; it's players now.
Yeah, it'd be like a young kid at Fulham from this is like 6 years ago.
Yeah,
will just be Kevin. He watches just Kevin De Bruyne highlights.
Yeah, and they just look forward. They don't look backwards; they look forward.
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne 6 years ago was a 25-year-old Man City midfielder. Like it's not. He wasn't now. Like even if you had a 10-year-old kid now in a youth situation, he loved Kevin De Bruyne. You'd be like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like me when I was coming through, me liking Ian Wright.
Yeah. Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
But I didn't like Sylvain Mortord when I was playing. I didn't go, I'm going to mimic Sylvain Mortord.
No.
But no, I think it's a massive change because, I mean, when you look at Dowman, Lewis Skelly, Winery, Saka, Doué, Yamal, there's players like that are coming through now.
Different breeds.
And again, we've added a lot of Arsenal players that a lot of people would say haven't done anything. Because, I mean, I think it's mad that when at 17 has scored in the knockouts of the Champions League. Do you know what Eden Hazard's done? Never scored a goal in the knockouts of the Champions League.
And the fact they could do that.
That's what I mean. And again, it's situational. He played in a game in which we scored 7 goals.
Yeah.
Hazard might have played in games where it was 1-0 all the time, and he won a Champions League.
Yeah.
So, do you know what I mean?
The game's changed.
The game's changed, and there's personal stats and there's team stats. But those players coming through, I think it's just they're being subject to better training, better technique, better coaches, better tape study, better players.
Yeah.
And also we're in a world now which is getting very diluted with, and again, as Arsenal fans, we're very hands-on on this, a very sterile way of playing football.
Yeah.
If you can't go forward, you go back and retain the ball.
Yeah.
There's no risk, it does, and it misses that in football.
Yeah.
And I think, genuinely, the Saudi League, after this Club World Cup, I think could have a little bit of a step up. Is I think there's enough attackingness.
Yeah.
And less what you're seeing in the Premier League. Like the Premier League now, the teams that come up do a bad version of what Arsenal and City and teams do.
Yeah.
And even Liverpool under Klopp were unbelievable watch because they were the opposite of this.
Yeah.
But what Slot's added is an element of that. If you don't have it, just stop. Go back.
A little bit more structure, a little bit more just be conservative when you need to be.
And what do? He won a league straight away.
Yeah.
And that's the proof is not in the pudding, it's in the end.
Oh.
Because he will then continue to do that and other teams will go, yeah, we shouldn't be balls to the wall like Klopp. But Klopp's a legend because of what he did with Dortmund and Liverpool.
Yeah.
But he probably would have won a lot more things if he had just, like Ange.
Ange was a prime example of that,
We all know he's a good manager. He's won him a trophy.
Yeah.
He's still sacked. And the reason is you can't come 17th. But the reason he comes 17th is because he will not bend on his principles.
No.
And the hilarious part was he finally won a trophy with them by bending fully on all his principles and going, I'm going to park the bus and not create anything.
Yeah.
And he won a trophy.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if he decided to do that at the start of the season, and in certain games he got to 60 minutes and they were 1-0 up, how many times were they 1-0 up and lost 2-1?
Yeah.
Because he was just like, put everyone on the halfway line and keep attacking.
Keep going.
Whereas if he'd gone, do you know what, let's bring him off, put him on, let's settle, keep the ball, retain the ball.
Yeah.
Don't have to go forward every time.
Yeah.
He probably would have won a load more games.
100%.
And he'd still have a job. And that's why I think Frank taking over Tottenham is a worry.
That's really scary.
I think that squad is good enough. It's just Andrew's making them... He was peaking at their attacking.
Yeah.
But he was making the worst possible team defensively.
Yeah.
Whereas Frank will come in and make them instantly 50% better at defensive.
Yeah.
And he'll steady the offense. Because the offense can't be as good as Ange's.
No.
Because, like we've learned with Arsenal, when you have a defensive mind, it takes away... Like, you can't be 100% attack and 100% defense.
No.
You can be... Like Arsenal, probably 60% defense and 40% attack.
Yeah.
Ange was 90% attack, 10% defense.
Yeah.
Frank will bring it up to maybe 60% attack, 40%. You can't have it both ways.
No.
But Liverpool, for example, 80% attack, 20%. But Arnie Slot has brought him back another 10%. You can't. But what Frank's going to do is he's going to elevate that. But it's going to take away from their attack. But their games just won't be as exciting as they were.
No.
But that's good for a Tottenham fan.
I think
because we said the same with Arsenal. It's
like,
under attack, everyone's like, but sometimes it's a bit clean, isn't it? It's a
bit too tidy.
Not people aren't making big decisions.
Yeah.
They're just kind of doing what they're told.
Martinelli, a prime example.
But as a fan, if you're stress level, it's way better.
Yeah.
Because
I enjoy watching Arsenal way more now.
Right, even though sometimes you're a bit like, come on, just go forward, do something. It's also like, but I'm not panicking all the time because our goal's under threat. Our goal's very rarely under threat. It doesn't mean we don't concede. But our goal's very under threat, so you don't sit there going, oh, please stop, please stop. And we had a little taste of it in that Liverpool game, that first half near the end of the season at Anfield.
Yeah.
Where we almost had PTSD of like, oh God, this is what it used to be like.
Yeah.
You used to just sit there and pray and go, please don't keep scoring.
Yeah.
In the end, we quelled it and got the goals. But
that shows a lot of the experience of these Arsenal players as well now going forward, which I'm hoping little Bubba in the other room has come at the right time for the season that kind of is the payoff to all of this.
It's just a mad thought, isn't it? Because by the time he knows what's going on, it's 5 years' time.
Yeah.
What is Arsenal in 5 years' time? Are we a mid-table team because all the Saudi money and Newcastle and all these teams are winning the league every year?
Yeah.
All our top players ended up at Newcastle and Liverpool and City and all these...
Yeah. I think as a team, I think we have everything we need to push on. Like, consistency-wise, we proved we're consistent. Like, we've done that season by season, multiple seasons, won some trophies in the early days, haven't won any since, but we've been consistent.
Yeah.
We've gained more in the Champions League. So really, game state-wise, we're ready for the next step.
Yes.
But like you said, with money, deep squads...
5 years is a long time. 5 years is when Arteta took over.
Yeah, and if we don't follow suit, like, we're probably not going to, because we're not that kind of club.
Well, no, we're not. Exactly, we won't.
It's a bit of a worry.
We're going to do our best to keep in and around.
Yeah.
And when you look around at me, a little transfer talk before we get to the ups and downs. Florian Wirtz, 151 million.
Yeah.
Potentially to Liverpool going to be done. They've already brought in Frimpong.
Yeah. They're strong.
And there's two ways of looking at this. Trent defensively awful, but attacking good.
Yeah.
They might have found the only player that is maybe better at attacking, but worse defensively.
Yeah.
So there's two ways of looking at it. Is that a good signing? Yes, it's clearly a good signing. But it could also cause them a lot of trouble. Because Martinelli used to have a hell of a day against Trent. He's going to have the same against Frimpong.
Yeah.
We actually watched Frimpong up close this time last year, in the pre-season last year, when we watched
Leverkusen
Arsenal.
Yeah.
And we also saw the other player of the game, Wirtz, up close. And I'm going to make a bold statement that I think this is an aggressively too big a transfer.
Okay, yeah.
I think he's very good. But I think he's a bit of a square peg in a round hole.
Okay.
He's going to play in that number 10 role. The way that Liverpool have worked under Klopp and now is they don't really have a number 10. They have three workmen in the middle. You don't know who's the 6 or who's the 8.
Yeah, they kind of rotate.
Under Klopp, it was Henderson, Wijnaldum and Milner a lot of the time. Nothing in there tells you screams creativity.
No.
But they made the job and they got the balls out wide.
Solid, yeah.
And therefore, what you do is you put the balls out to Frimpong now and Robinson, or it might be Kirkes, and you get Salah and you get Diaz. You get all these players involved. What he's going to do is he's going to do what Odegaard does. He's going to slow it down a little bit and look for the middle, which is going to be great for the likes of Darwin and these guys, whoever they're buying, like Isaac or Etikite.
Yeah.
I always struggle with his name. But one of these types. That will bring Salah less in the game.
Yeah.
And again, who's Odegaard's main guy he plays the ball to? Saka.
Yeah.
So if anything, he's probably going to migrate to the right and work with Salah.
Very much on the right side, yeah.
Is it going to take them from being league champions to being league champions? I don't know.
It's hard to know until we see. Like we've talked about with Haaland before, he kind of came in and disrupted City a little bit in the early days, but eventually they worked out a system that was unstoppable.
Well, the thing is, and I want to make this clear, Nicola Pepe. I got his card over it.
Yeah.
He was bought for £74 million in 5 years of instalments.
Yeah.
So quite a big deal.
Yeah.
But also it's instalments.
Yeah.
He got 20 goals and assists in his first season.
Yeah. Yeah.
In his second season, he was on his way to that, and then we stopped playing him.
Yeah.
And then he got loaned out. Everyone said it might be the biggest flop in Premier League history.
Yeah.
Since then, we've had the likes of Sancho, Anthony. Who else could we put in there? I'm going to say it now, Solanke at Tottenham.
Yeah.
You know, not saying these guys aren't going to have great seasons, but people paying big money and not getting the response.
Not quite a payback, yeah.
Declan Rice came to us for 105 million. He was scrutinised to a heavy point, even though we thought he was unbelievable season 1. Season 2 has been even better.
Yeah.
And he's added goals now. He's started to figure out that gene of knowing where to be.
He's an absolute force in the middle.
Right. And everyone's pretty much... It's one of the few times that anyone's been bought for over 100 million. And I think worldwide football, everyone's gone... He's not only improved the team, he's getting better, and he's worth every penny.
Yeah, he's lifted his
As
quality.
we joked to West Ham, we got him for half price.
Yeah.
And I totally agree. I don't know if Wirtz... He's going to have to fight this price tag the whole time.
Yeah.
And if they don't, then it's just ridiculous. Because all we've had to listen to with a lot of our players is the price tag.
Yeah.
Even Havertz can bring up his price tag.
Yeah.
If he's being bought for 150 million,
Yep.
if he doesn't get 30 goals and assists in his season 1, and then people might say he's a number 10. Okay. But Fabregas used to get 18 assists and 10 goals.
True.
And that was a 17-year-old from the academy.
Yeah.
So if you're buying someone in that position, we bought Odegaard for 30 million.
Yeah.
He didn't return us much this year, but the 2 seasons before, he was getting around 20 to 22 goals and assists.
Yeah.
About 10 assists, 12 goals.
Yeah.
That's a £30 million player.
Yeah.
And people went, not just for the price tag, but for the quality of player, he needs to be doing better than that. So £150 million Wirtz,
Yeah.
he's got to be hitting 30 to 40 goals and assists.
It's a lot of immediate pressure.
And again, fast forward 12 months, by the way, we're sitting there going, that was the maddest season I've ever seen of one player.
I have a feeling he's going to slot in. No pun intended. Or pun intended. I think he is going to slot in and create... It's going to be creative control in the middle, which they haven't had.
I think it's just going to have a detrimental effect because they're going to lose a workman.
It's
And he's not saying he doesn't work very hard. He does.
Yeah.
It's a different type of player. And I think they are changing fundamentally how they play.
And what
you know,
worked,
You know
yeah.
when Odegaard was injured and Moreno played in the middle with Havertz and Rice?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden we went, oh, we can't create anything.
Yeah.
They work in that they can't create anything because they have a style of play where their wing-backs are high. Because we couldn't create anything.
Yeah.
They now got high wing-backs, high wingers,
Yeah.
centre-forwards. McAllister and Gravenberg are also going to be overlapping him into the middle.
Yeah.
The fullbacks are in the box because they've now got more attacking fullbacks.
There's going to be a lot more forward, yeah.
So when he tries a Cruyff turn in the middle and Bournemouth, Evan Nilsson wins it back and plays it to Semedo, it's going to be 3-on-2.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Yeah.
We saw it this year. You're now removing a workman and adding a flair player.
Yeah.
My bold take is I think it's going to be a big hindrance to them. Because the price tag's going to be so heavy.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure there. Because, I mean, like you said with Odegaard, he was like a Real Madrid kid that obviously no one saw what we saw in him. And we got him for a bargain. Yep. And he ended up being, he's become a captain, he's a focal point. He didn't have the greatest season. No. This was probably his worst season. And I say worse in, not that he didn't do badly, but he raised our expectations to what he was capable of. I think Wirtz is going to, it's going to be very similar to the Haaland thing. Mm-hmm. I think it's going to cause a little disruption in the early days. I think it's going to cause some problems.
By the end of the season, they've got it down.
They're going to have to tweak it, and then I think it's going to be what they've been missing.
And I'm going to be totally candid. I don't think we've watched him live.
Yeah.
And I remember going, oh, wow, that's Wirtz. I know him from the cards.
Yeah.
I knew he was good. And I knew Leverkusen, the team we went to see, was the team that just went unbeaten.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
And I was like, yeah, he was all right. It was pre-season.
Yeah, different game. I mean, we smashed them.
Yeah. But for me, I don't know. For 150 million, I want, even in the current world, for me, I would want Wirtz and Isaac for that price.
Yeah.
I think if Wirtz was 80 million, I would still be going, whoa.
It's a lot for the unknown.
I don't know, Havertz is 65.
Yeah.
But I mean, 65 was, Havertz was also the biggest wonder kid in Leverkusen history until Wirtz.
And Premier League tested.
And Premier League tested and just won the Champions League.
Yeah.
And he was 65 million, everyone went, too much.
Well, I think, like the Rice one, I think we all knew how good Rice was. We speculated that if he was put in a better club with a better setup, he would succeed. There's a chance he might not have at that price tag. The pressure would have got to him. It didn't. But I think with Wirtz, we've seen a lot less of Wirtz. Like, he's not Premier League tested. He has no idea what the Premier League's like. Never done it.
Yeah.
Like, has no idea what the tempo, the pace, how good every team pretty much is now.
Yeah.
It's really the unknown.
I'm interested. Again, if they want him, and that's the price he has to be, then cool.
Yeah.
If they can afford it and PSR is absolutely fine, cool. I have no issue with him buying it. I'm glad he's coming to the Premier League to see what he's like.
Yeah.
But I think there's a caution to it because anytime anyone's over 100 million, Casado, for example, went for more than Rice.
That's mad. Yeah.
And he was average. And this season, people were raving about him. Wow, he was really good. Was he? I think I saw Scholes or Roy Keane having this discussion the other day. And they went, was he that good?
Yeah, I think he's decent. I wouldn't say he
plays the same role as Rice.
Yeah, he doesn't set the world alight.
Look what Rice did this year.
Well, Rice became
he's a character. He's involved in everything. Like,
he became a brand. Like, you know what a Declan Rice is.
Yeah.
Like, if you said Declan Rice, you know exactly what you're thinking. Like, everyone knows exactly what a Declan Rice is. I couldn't tell you what a Casado is. He's more like a
holding midfielder. Really.
Yeah, he just kind of sits in there.
He's
like,
Partey.
Yeah, more like what a Liverpool midfielder would be. Like,
he'd be perfect in Liverpool midfield.
He kind of does his job in there, but you forget he's there, but he does his job.
But as far as transfers, you've got Frank going to Spurs. We've got that. There's really interesting stuff going on with this Sesko and Gyökeres. It looks like we're going to pick up Kepa, and I have a strong opinion on this. Which, do you know what, actually, while we're doing the ups and downs, we'll do a little transfer speak on a couple of the... Zubimendi will come up when we talk about Jorginho.
The options,
Kepa will come up when we talk about Neto.
Yeah.
Sesko and Gyökeres will come up when we talk about Jesus.
Yeah, I think it seems like Sesko's the strongest one at this point.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like that's where we're leaning.
But what we'll do is we'll get into that when we get into the ups and downs.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a short break now. After the next advert, we will be back with ups and downs for the Arsenal season 24-25. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to read an ad now. This isn't me spliced in. This is what Basement Yard do, isn't it?
Yeah.
This episode is brought to you by Whatnot.
Nice.
Underneath this video, you'll see a link. If you click on that link and register with the website Whatnot or the app, you will get £10 credit. With that £10 credit, you can get anything on the site as far as clothes, trading cards, action figures, pop vinyls. There's so much. You literally go on there and you design what you want your page to be, whether you like trading cards, whether you like whatever. On my toolbar, I have wrestling cards, sports singles, breaks, baseball breaks. I got football merch. You can pick anything and design it to your For You page, and you have £10 to spend. The only thing you'd have to spend money on is the shipping, which is around £2.70 on most, just for the one. So if you're on one stream, you pay that shipping once, and then you would have £10 to play with.
Yeah.
If you win a giveaway, you'll win a free shipping, and therefore you have a completely free £10 to spend.
Jump in that givey.
Either way, you've got £10 to spend. You can go get yourself £10 Cesco card if you want, and sit on that for a year, and maybe you'll make a return next year.
Whatnot's changed my life.
Exactly. So click on the link below and check out Whatnot. And we are back.
Hello.
I'm not editing any of that. We're doing ups and downs.
Ups and downs.
Welcome to Ups and Downs. I don't know. We should have Simon for this. And as the summer goes on, I will explain what we're going to do next year with Simon. He's not been fired. He's going to be more involved, but in a different way. But we'll kind of get all our ducks in a row before we announce that to you. But ups and downs. So if you haven't seen Ups and Downs, Simon Miller, check him out. He does it for What Culture. Ups, goal. You have a big up and you have a big down. Thumb up, thumb down.
Yeah.
You have one golden up, one golden down, and we're going to do the moment at the end. So what we're going to do is work our way through from bottom to top.
Okay.
And you just let us know what you think. We're going to talk a little bit on each person. Some of them won't need that much speaking.
Yeah.
Because we're already well over halfway into the podcast. So we'll start with Neto.
Okay.
I'm going to start and say that's a down.
Yeah, I think in general I'm going to go down too.
Yeah, he's a loan deal. I get what they did. I know people have a strong opinion. I have a strong opinion on Kepa, which I will get to here. Some people reckon a backup keeper could be a fridge.
Yeah.
Some people think it has to be you're competing with the first teamer.
Yeah, we've seen that before.
And this is my issue with Kepa. So it looks like Kepa's going to come in to replace Neto. Neto's going back off loan to Bournemouth. Okay. Kepa, who's on loan at Bournemouth, is going back to Chelsea, where he had restructured his deal last year to have a lot less money, around 80k a week.
Yeah.
This is still the most expensive goalkeeper in history. And he has a £5 million release clause. It looks like we're going to activate that. Kepa was also notorious for Havertz's announcement video was at Kepa's wedding of Jorginho.
Tight-knit community.
So there's a little tight-knit community. He's had twins recently. He doesn't want to leave London. Does believe in his qualities. He went to Real Madrid on loan. He won the Champions League. He didn't start the games. He went to Bournemouth, and I think he had a really strong season. I think this is such a no-brainer because we've been in a position where, as an Arsenal fan, we've seen us go and get Runnison and be confused.
Oh, yeah.
We've seen us go get Ramsdale and Raya, and they compete, and we go, I don't like this.
Yeah.
Who's our goalie?
Yeah.
I've seen us go and get Matt Turner, and everyone went, this is too much of a drop-off. I've seen us get Neto, and everyone goes, an old head to play for Barcelona? Perfect. Then he came into the season, he played one game in the Champions League, and he tried to handle the ball outside the box.
He did.
And he was really poor. So for that reason, it's a down.
Yeah.
And for that reason, I'm giving the Kepa signing a massive up. It's not, we don't have to give ups for this. But for me, this is the most expensive goalkeeper in history. He's clearly good.
Yeah.
He's 30.
Yeah.
He wants to be about. He's got friends in the team. We could trust him.
Yeah. I mean,
He's not damaged goods. The Bournemouth, how good were Bournemouth this year?
Bournemouth were fantastic.
He was their starting goalkeeper.
Yeah. I think that was... He obviously did the Chelsea move, and that, I think, was a lot of pressure. And Chelsea is a weird club. They chop and change their players, even when...
They've had 10 goalies since then.
Yeah, I don't... He didn't have enough time to kind of consistently show what he can do.
Yeah.
I think this last season was the one where he could show what he could do. I am a fan of having a player that I'm aware of, like, rather than an unknown.
But this is the thing. This year, we could have done two things. We could have gone and got Matt Turner, who's just moved to Lyon, I believe, from Nottingham Forest. We could have gone and got him back and gone, do you know what? We know you. Do you want to come back for 5 million?
Yeah.
He's going for 15 somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, do you know what I mean? Someone like that. When we had Matt Ryan. When we could have gone to Neto. Do you want to extend that for another year?
Yeah.
There's that end that people like.
Yeah.
And there's the end that go get Juan Garcia, who looks like he's just signed for Barcelona, the one we really wanted.
Yeah.
And he's too good to be a backup. He would have come in and actually might have knocked Raya off and caused some issues.
Yeah. And you don't want to knock Raya
I don't want that because Raya's now back-to-back golden boots. He's an unbelievable football player.
He's one of my favourite players,
I don't want that. So for me, this is the exact perfect mix of... How else can you go and get the guy who started the whole season for a top team last year?
Tried and tested.
And can be our backup and happy to be a backup.
Yeah.
You can't find them.
Yeah.
Flecken's gone to Leverkusen.
Yep.
You've got, these kind of level teams. You've got Sells at Forest. You've got all these... There's a good quality keepers.
It kind of shows a lot about our pull as well now, because after the season he just had, Kepa...
you would have thought Bournemouth were going to trigger that.
they could have kept him. He could have gone to another club to be their starter, based on the performance.
Well, Sociedad are out of keeper now because of Garcia leaving.
Go back to Spain. I mean, I know he wants to stay in London, which is a massive part of it.
It seems that way, yeah.
The fact that he's happy to come to Arsenal, he's friends with the players, it seems like a really good mix for, like, not just performance, but morale.
Yeah, that's
I mean, being a backup goalkeeper is such a weird role. Like, if you're happy to be a backup goalkeeper, there's an art to that. And not disrupting.
I'm gonna my largest statement to this is when we went and got Ramsdale for 30 million. I think Kepa's as good as Ramsdale, if not better.
Yeah.
And we're doing this for 5 million.
Yeah.
And that is also so important because do you know what we didn't want to do? We were looking at Juan Garcia. We were going to spend 32 million on him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I didn't want to do this summer? Spend that money, but we do need a keeper.
Yeah.
Because Tommy Setford is our third choice, which is absolutely fine. Setford, Kepa, Raya. For me, they've got that perfect.
I like that, yeah.
So for me, Neto is a down. The signing of Kepa is an up.
Yeah, I'll give it up, yeah.
All right, next one is Raya. This, near on golden up territory.
I think I'm leaning towards golden up.
Yeah.
I think I am. Just because of the golden glove.
So you're going to go golden glove?
I think I'm giving my golden up to Raya.
Golden up goes to
for the golden glove.
For golden Raya.
Just because he's come in and he's proved his point.
He has, yeah. Really good. There was question marks. I remember him letting a goal in from a Mudryk cross last year, and I remember you looking at me going, a couple of times, I remember us having a conversation where you went, he's made a couple mistakes. I can forgive that.
Yeah.
That is his fundamental issue.
Yeah.
And I remember feeling like, we can't win anything with this guy.
Yeah.
And that was mid last year.
Yeah.
Or mid last year.
We were also reeling off the Ramsdale situation.
Yeah, we're disappointed.
We were disappointed about Ramsdale at that point.
And I just want to say this. We bought Ramsdale for 30 million. He got golden glove. We took him to the Champions League. We then sold him to Saints for 15 million. Saints now looking to sell him to West Ham for 25 after getting him relegated after a really bad season. I think we're very bad at selling.
We are, yeah.
So your golden up is Raya.
I'm going Raya.
Yeah, I'm going to give him a strong up. It's an up. Massively improved us.
Yeah, big time.
Really like him.
He's slotted in nicely. From a player, obviously, if you know his backstory as well, the growth of him as a young player at Blackburn to come all the way to Arsenal, and not just that, take on the goalkeeping role, which is the first name on the team sheet, big responsibility, to then change the style that Arteta wants from him with his feet, and to make big saves at big moments. And some of the saves he made this season alone, some of the best saves I think I've seen an Arsenal keeper make since, like, David Seaman.
Yeah. I think he's those double saves. Remember the one where we were at Wembley waiting to do AEW? We watched Aston Villa away, and do you remember that one where he saved it and Ollie Watkins had the header?
Yeah.
And he went back across goal.
Crazy.
Couple really good saves. One against Man United, there was one where we were in Orlando.
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was, but it might be Man United's fullback. I don't know who it was. Delo, maybe.
Yeah, but to be behind that defence we've got, it doesn't allow a lot of shots on our goal.
Yeah, you don't lose concentration. Whereas Ramsdale actively went on podcast and said, "I don't really, I lose concentration. So I have to do other stuff."
Yeah, whereas he can stay in that zone when we're not conceding any shots on the goal. So when a shot, or even 3 back-to-back shots come in, and he saves them all, like, it's mad.
He's done really well as well to, like, fend off the allegations of Ramsdale's backup.
Yeah.
Then, do you remember when there was a period where every time he did a mistake, they'd show Ramsdale?
Yeah.
Every time he had a good save, they'd show Ramsdale.
Yeah. There was a lot of pressure.
There was a lot, and you'd make a mistake. I remember Neville, and it was a game, I think we ended up being... It might have been the game we beat Man United 3-1, that really amazing...
Yeah.
It might have been that. I don't know if you would have been playing that. It was a game like that. In the game we went on to win well. And I remember in the first minute, he, like, tried to play a ball out and hit their play and nearly went in.
Yeah.
And I remember Neville doing that noise. And he did it the whole game to about 60 minutes when we were now winning comfortably.
Yeah.
And he stopped, and I was like, God, you're trying so hard to create this narrative. Because he never made one mistake after that. But every time he got the ball, he would go, oh, God. Oh. And you would just, like, sitting there as a fan going, but he's fine.
It's
a mistake. And the worst, and then if he started clearing it long, he would have gone, he's worried.
Yeah. It's like the commentator equivalent of, like, Ray has got it at his feet, and we're trying to play out from the back. He tries to pass it to Saliba, but passes it straight to one of their players. They then score.
Yeah.
The fans get on him. So every time he has the ball at his feet, it's now, even though he's fine, in his own head, he's composed. Yeah. He made a mistake, he's moved on, like any good athlete does. But the commentators are now piling on the same pressure that the fans pile on, which then moves on to, like, everyone watching. We're now scared, even though Ray is fine. It just creates like a weird... And Arsenal always have a weird narrative around them. And to have that pressure coming off of a player that all the Arsenal fans loved in Ramsdale, to come
That's what I mean. He's outbeaten all of it.
It's mad. To get the Golden Glove again, it's
2 years running.
Wild.
And he's had a harder season. Gabriel being out.
Yeah.
A mixture of, like, you know, got a left back who was 18, 17 for a lot of the season.
Yeah.
So stuff was going to change. But no, yeah, I'm going to give it that an up. You're giving it a golden up is used.
I've gone early.
We're going to wrap through a couple fringe players in the defence. I think maybe not too much on it, but just what if ups and downs. Kieran Tierney.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
So is there like a... Can you give a moderate up to people?
It's just an up or down.
I'm going to give him an up.
I'm also going to give him an up for being such a true professional.
Yeah.
Scored in the last day, his last game for us. He's just signed for Celtic again yesterday.
Yeah.
Just a good professional. He also didn't really play left back at all this season. He played left wing.
Yeah.
In a season where we came second and got to a semi-final, he played more games than you'd expect.
Yeah.
And he played it out of position.
Yeah.
And he never complained.
No.
He never caused problems. He never wasn't in the squad when he wasn't injured, like because of a certain reason. Trained apparently hard to the end. So for that reason, I'm going to give him an up as well.
Proper good soldier.
The next one is Zinchenko. I'm going to give him a down.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think I give him a down. Not these downs are obviously not going to be like...
Yeah, I don't think he's awful or anything.
I think he's just kind of moved beyond a little bit.
I think the reason I'm giving him a down is I would have given him such ups in the last couple of seasons because I thought he was so important to how he played. To now, and again, it's not his fault. He's not in the team.
No.
So he's not dictating the game. But because of how good he can be, to see him not executing that, and he started to play at left 8 finally, even though we said that like 2 years ago that we should try. I just don't think I can give him up just based on that alone.
Yeah.
But I'm in the camp of I'd like to keep Zinchenko.
I think he's handy to have. Yeah. I think when we need him to unlock some stuff, I think he's good to have there. Obviously, we've got a lot of coverage at left back.
Tomiyasu, I'm going to say we're not going to give anything. We're just going to say 2 thumbs up. Get well soon.
Yeah, come back.
Because I think it's not fair to judge that guy because he's obviously going through a lot.
No, yeah.
Physically and probably mentally.
I like him.
I really like him. I hope he gets fit this season. The next one's Calafiori. What are you thinking?
I'm going to give him an up just because I do like him. I like the way he plays.
It's a lot of fun, isn't he?
I love having him in the team. I think he's added to this new crop of what we've got. I mean, we didn't see him a crazy amount, so it's hard to give him an up based on like overall performance for the whole season. But I think the potential there is crazy, and I love having him there. Yeah. And I want to see more. I
think in the spells we saw him, I really liked him.
He affects games.
He's dangerous. I think right now we maybe did something that could be the future was if you watch the way Inter Milan play, they play with inverted centre backs, and it's really interesting because it works really well for them. Where the centre backs step into midfield and the wing backs cut in behind them. Yeah. And if you actually watch the way Calafiori plays, it's the same as the way Italy play. Yeah. He rages through from the middle. Yeah. So I think his best position is actually left centre back. Yeah. And he played it the last day of the season when he had him and Kivior, and he was on the edge of their box as a centre back because he was doing the thing the Italians do, which is he steps in and lets the fullbacks. So instead of inverting from wide in, they go up and the fullbacks cut in behind him.
Attack from the middle, yeah.
Yeah, and that is Newcastle didn't that second half. They were all over us first half. They had no clue how to deal with that, and I think that's such a good like hidden gem to have in your team. And
it's an option.
It's a different version, and I think his best position could either be left wing or that centre back role in the left centre back. But overall, it's his first season at Arsenal. I'm gonna have to give him a down. Okay. Simply because he just wasn't fit. No. And again, I'm not saying that he can dictate that. Maybe he can. Maybe his diet change. You know, there's a lot of things. Yeah. But we needed him a lot. Yeah. And he wasn't available, and therefore I'm going to have to give him a down. True. But I very much like the player. Yeah. And I'm excited to see him next year. The next one's Lewis Skelly. I think that's supposed to be unanimous ups, right? Yeah. We watched him and Winery play the preseason last year. Yeah. And I remember thinking, Winery's the guy. Yeah. Salah Ohan? The youth player that was playing a lot of the stuff in Philadelphia last year. Yeah. He got released, him and his brother, this week. Yeah. And I thought he was ahead of Skelly.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Skelly came out of nowhere.
Yeah. we knew he was about. We knew he was a left 8.
Yeah.
And we were hoping he'd play left 8 a little bit. And Waneri right 8.
All the focus was on Wary, though.
Yeah, we thought Lewis Skelly and him were going to be our 2 8s at some point during the season.
Yeah.
One became now England's left back and Arsenal's left back and played in 2 semi-finals, wrapped up Vinicius Jr. in a quarter-final.
Yeah.
Scored goal in his international debut for England. Also scored against Man City and ruffled the entire football world.
Mad.
Yeah, I'm not going to give him a golden up because I have it reserved for someone else.
Okay.
But he was the only other person I thought. There was 3 players, him, Raya, and the other person I'm going to give it to.
Okay.
They're the 3 that I thought could get the golden ups this year.
Yeah. You just the fact that all the focus was on Wary. You knew the 2 were coming through, but all the focus was on Wary.
The way you can dictate a game from left back is
the confidence and
so
the
good.
Strength is insane.
I mean, he's 6 years away from his final form.
Mad.
Yeah, we got to keep playing him and keep because you look at like Rico Lewis, Oscar Bob. There's players like that at Man City and that you do think, oh wow, they're very good, and then all of a sudden they drop out of the team, they can't get back in.
Yeah,
it doesn't last forever. Sometimes these players have a great year and then they can't. Like Waneri, like Lewis, Elton Prince said. Waneri's an odd one because is he going to be Arsenal's main centre forward next? Like, is he going to be like the big up and coming next year? Like where he does break through fully, like Lewis Skelly did this year, or is he at Ipswich in 2 years? And you don't know because Amari Hutchinson, people like this.
Yeah, you know.
I think Waneri is the generational talent, but for me, Lewis Skelly up. So we need to rattle through some of these because I'm really holding on to this.
Thank you.
So Lewis Skelly up.
Oh, big time.
We're at Saliba.
Okay.
I'm going to be controversial.
Yep.
I'm going to say down.
You know what? I understand.
Yeah, I don't think it was bad.
No.
I think it was his least high quality season.
Yeah, I think
so
too.
far.
I think I might give him down for that.
I still, again, I'm saying that based on who I know Saliba to be.
Expectation.
And again, he also lost his partner halfway through. There's a lot. Do I think he's one of the best centre backs in the world? Yes.
Yeah,
do I love him? Yes. Do I want him at Arsenal? Yes.
He needs to be there. Yeah.
Yeah. Do I think he could have been better? Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to be as critical as possible here.
You have to be critical with different players for different reasons.
Yeah.
Like I said with Calafiori, I gave him an up and a Saliba a down, even though Saliba played way more.
And probably better.
And probably better. But it's more the expectation.
That's what I'm saying is because I'm fully aware we had Mustafi and Kolasinac and all that stuff.
It's hard to give anyone a down.
Yeah,
I love them
I'm trying
so
to be critical.
Yeah.
Gabriel next, I'm going to give a massive up. I think he's on his way to having the best ever season, and he's been capped off with a contract extension.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he got injured. I think he could have been. He was scoring goals.
Yeah.
He is the lifeblood of that defence.
Massive.
He's a club legend. I'm going to give that an up.
I think a lot of what he was... I'm going to give it an up as well, but I think a lot of what he was doing is the reason also what made Saliba maybe get it down as well, is he overshadowed Saliba, weirdly. Yeah. Like, Saliba was the one everyone was raving about, and Gabriel was kind of just a sidekick to him.
And I think an element towards his up is that when he went missing, we realised.
Yeah. I think Gabriel's a force. He's a force.
Kiwior. I'm going to give it an up.
I'm going to give him an up.
I've been really impressed with him this year.
Yeah.
I think he's a great squad player if he's happy to be one. He
stepped in when he needed to. Him and Saliba with the partnership was unreal.
He also had to do the semis and the quarters and all that of the Champions League, and he was great.
Yeah, he did a great job.
We got so many defenders. Timber, massive up.
Oh,
he's an up.
Big up.
Yeah, ACL tear the year before.
Yeah.
Didn't think he could have the workload this year. Ben White ends up missing majority of the season.
Yeah.
Plays a lot of it.
Yeah.
Has to have ankle surgery now.
Yeah.
But I didn't we watched him in the first half of the first game and then the second half of the last game of the season last year.
Yeah.
And we all went, he's a player, isn't he? Like he might be really good.
Different level.
We got to see him for a full year this year.
Yeah.
Unbelievable player.
Slightly more aged version of Lewis Skelly.
Yeah, he feels like when Raya came in for Ramsdale. You didn't feel like there was an upgrade on Ramsdale?
Yeah.
There was.
Yeah, we didn't want to lose White, but there we have.
Now when White plays, you go, ooh.
Yeah.
Again, he's also not fit. But Ben White is next. I'm going to give him a down simply because I think he's unreal. I love that player.
Again, the expectation similar to Saliba.
But he was just not fit all season.
Yeah.
And the reason he's not been fit is because he's given everything for 2 years.
Yeah.
And he's played through injury.
He worked, like the players would say, he worked through being like basically duct taped up.
Yeah. And therefore, I'm giving him a down, which is harsh.
It's just a down on the season. Right?
Yeah. But I think he deserves a year to kind of figure that out.
We are stacked back there, though.
Too many players. Midfield, we got newly left Jorginho to Brazil. I'm going to give him this. In the last couple of years, he's stepped up in big moments and done something. Yeah. I feel like this year he didn't have to do that or didn't get called on.
Wasn't needed.
And when he was needed, right at the end, he broke his rib, and that's not his fault.
No.
So I'm going to have to give him a down.
Okay.
But I do get why he's so important to the team and as like a manager on the field. Or he's on the sideline.
Massive.
Sometimes when he was injured and they put him on the squad just so he could manage from down further than that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I recognise all that, but I'm going to have to give him a down.
As a goodbye present, I'm going to give him an up.
I love that.
Not necessarily based on this season, but just in general, I was a big Jorginho guy before Arsenal. Mm-hmm. And then to have him at Arsenal and be one of us and to fit in the way he did. And I'm a big fan of, Declan Rice will love this. Any kind of player that takes on like a captain role that is good for morale, good at like helping the young players come up, good at stepping in when needed, is just happy to just do whatever is needed. And if he's not needed, he's happy to also sit back and give advice and just be there and be a good spirit. Yeah, I'm going to give Jorginho, as a whole, as the player is, an up.
Oh, I thought it's your second golden up.
I don't think I've got two in a lot. I'm not allowed to.
Partey, I'm going to actually give a massive up.
Yeah.
I think he was finally fit for a season. I think he was really good. There's moments where the reason why he's so fun to watch and so good is also the reason why we are troublesome at times.
Yeah.
And the reason why we're trying to upgrade with Zubimendi. I think Zubimendi is the mix of the two. Yeah. Of Jorginho and... Yeah. If Jorginho had his legs still, Arteta would never play Partey.
No.
No. I think Partey's great, but his risk level... for example, the goal that knocked us out of the Champions League was that third one against PSG. Yeah. And it was him doing a Cruyff turn when we were like down. We then went on to score and then missed two sitters that would have taken us to the Champions League final. Yeah. But instead we were out of the game because of a turn. And again, that's also what makes him so fun to watch because he does do those times. 9 times out of 10 he doesn't get caught. Yeah. And he plays through the lines. But I think generally he was very good this season. Yeah.
I think he's one of those players that I don't think gets enough credit. I know there was a lot of like hype around him before us. Everyone loved Partey as a player. Then he came to Arsenal and he kind of just slotted in and did his job. No one talked too much about him, but the job he does is so important in the way we play going forward. Not necessarily defensively, but going forward. But he is solid defensively as well.
His problem has just been staying fit, but...
Yeah, and you don't want to change the way he plays because that is what makes him who he is. And obviously the mistakes, Arteta's not a big fan of mistakes. Yeah. But I think having Partey there is just crucial to this Arsenal team.
The next player is Declan Rice. This is my golden up.
Yeah.
He has to be. He's my golden up. I think when anyone can be bought for over 100 million, everyone unanimously agrees we paid half price. Yeah. Or he's well worth it. And he stepped up this year in a level... I know the goals at Madrid, but... He stepped up in a way this year where he's gone to another level. Yeah. He feels like someone, like Bellingham a little bit.
He's become Beckham.
He's become a goal scorer, and I think he's now a threat where teams aren't just worried about his tracking. Yeah. They're worried about him going forward. Yeah. They're worried about a lot. And he seems like someone who's actively trying to get better. Yeah. So, golden up for me. I think he was our player of the season. Yeah. Lewis Skelly and Raya were definitely second and third.
I think he would have been my golden up if I didn't want to give Raya the golden up. It just in general, he is the focal point of Arsenal. Talking about like what the Jorginho offers as a person. Yeah, Rice offers that with young legs. Yes, attacking ability. Like it just feels like when you watch Arsenal and they're all standing on the pitch, like in formation, whatever they're doing. Rice feels like he towers above everyone. Yeah, it's not just the height; it's the aura of Declan Rice. I think he just stepped into a bigger club that he's never played for before, like a bigger situation than he's been in. And then just with the pressure of the money, like we said, and then just become the force in the middle that basically holds it all together.
Yeah, I like the fact he didn't go hiding. Like there's a lot of pressure. He wants it.
It's the opposite.
Yeah. But that is my golden up. The next one is an interesting one. This is going to be Mikel Moreno. I 100% said, if you'd said in January, what do you think? Yeah. I would have said he's a massive down because he hasn't. And I still don't think he's seamlessly been integrated into that team. No. He isn't playing in the position he needs to be playing in. He missed the first 2 months. Yeah. But then we needed him to play in a position he's never played before. Yeah. And he scored. Only Mbappe outscored him in the last couple of months of the season. He started for Spain in the Nations League semi. Yeah. Scored. Yeah. He also came on in Nation League's final.
Yeah.
Up front.
Say less.
He's now an up front.
Say
Yeah.
less.
Joe, he's an up front guy now.
Yeah,
he's a striker for Spain and Arsenal in
is.
Champions League semi-finals and
yeah.
Nation League's finals.
Yeah.
I don't know what's changed, but that guy seems like he's like one of Europe. He might be the new Morata. He might be the 70. He might sell him for 70 million to Inter, and they just sell him around the club.
Yeah.
Something's changed with that guy. Again, next year I don't know where we play him because we're going to buy a forward.
I think you play wherever we want him to.
But I like him being there.
Yeah.
So for that, he stepped up when we needed him.
Yeah.
So big up.
I mean, I went hard with the ups on him. I think early
I'm
without
surprised you didn't give him a golden up.
without any. Yeah, I can't give him a goal. I think that's too much.
I think a lot of the stuff you say about him is unjust, but
No, I think I saw early on, even in the early
I think he's
games,
Pedri, don't you?
the way he plays, it just offered something completely different.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's just direct. Direct.
I like the guy a lot.
We don't have many.
Very strange guy.
Odd.
Because he's not fit either.
No,
Ever. Like I've never seen a player actively gas out in games.
You talk about like the City players have those like dead eyes.
Yeah, he's got that.
He's got that. He's got the dead eyes.
Yeah.
Like that's what we need.
If he's at City, he played last 20 minutes of every game.
And he score.
And you don't know where he plays. But yeah, he'd always be on the score sheet.
He'd score, yeah.
And you'd be like, I just don't like that guy. We've got that guy. I think we just got to maintain whatever
I
that is.
love Marino. I will give Marino ups all the time.
I know you will. The next one will be... Who's our usual left eight? Oh, it's Partey, isn't it? Or Rice.
Yeah.
So we'll go to Odegaard.
Okay.
I'm going to... The captain, I'm in two lines of thought. I'm going to say down. But people are so down on this guy.
Yeah.
This guy had a baby this year. I can tell you right now, it'll change your performance. He had a real bad ankle injury. A lot of people struggle to come back from.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on with that guy. We also became a more direct team.
Yeah.
Where you miss him out a lot.
Yeah.
I do think there's a lot of games where I realised he slowed the play down.
Like
and
you
you
were
can
saying
see it
with
and you go,
Liverpool
oh,
earlier,
yeah. Come on, stop going backwards in the waves, you know. But because everyone's so hard on him, I'm going to give him an up.
Okay.
Strictly because he's our captain.
No.
He should be our captain.
Yeah.
The nonsense about it, let's find an upgrade and get rid of him,
No.
is nonsense.
Not a chance.
Every player has a down season. That was his down season. The reason that happened was because he had a kid and he was out for 3 months.
Yeah.
And he had a very bad injury and he couldn't strike the ball. What did you see in the last month? He started striking the ball better.
Yeah.
Start being in the right spots.
Yeah.
He's just getting fit again. The same with Ben White. He's a player. We know he's a player. He's not fit. That's all. That's all it is. I'm going to give him an up.
I find it hard to give downs to Arsenal players, but obviously you got to have reasons. Like we said with Saliba, Ben White, it's tough. I'm gonna, because you gave him an up, I'm gonna give him a down.
Yeah,
just level it out a little bit.
Fair.
I think I don't like every player's not gonna be a world beater every time.
No.
Like you said, our style of play changed, missed him out a little bit. We couldn't do what we normally do on the right with him because like the Ben White, Saka, Odegaard triangle wasn't there this season, so it was a different style of play. But the work he puts in off the ball.
Yeah, that's what we miss when he's not there.
For a creative player to do off the ball work.
He sets the press. He does everything like that.
Those players famously normally are just like quarterbacks.
Yeah.
They'll stand still in the pocket. They'll get the ball and they'll do something.
Yeah.
Like Ozil. Ozil was like that. But Odegaard isn't that player.
He's more Fabregas.
Yeah, he may not have had the numbers this season, but I'm sure the work off the ball
massive.
was exactly what we needed.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna just to level it out. You gave him an up. I'll give him a down.
That's fair.
A down season.
Next player is
Seamless.
seamless. I paused that. I'm terrified. Is Saka. So Saka, I'm going to give an up.
Yep.
I think we forget because of the massive injury he had. He came back and he still performed. He obviously wasn't fully fit. Still isn't fully fit, and I think that's why you're seeing at England he's struggling a bit. I think next year a completely refreshed Saka with no international break, no football games, can go away for a month now, completely rehab.
Ice him.
Yeah, we're going to get a new Saka. And if we forget, before he got injured, he was on course to break the assist record that Salah ended up not breaking.
Yeah.
He was ahead of Salah.
Yeah.
He was averaging about an assist a game.
Yeah.
And I know people say, it's because it's corners. Irrelevant. It's assists.
Yeah.
His numbers were like, I think he had like 11 assists and 4 goals in his first 15 games or something like that. Then he got injured.
Yeah.
And then he missed 4 or 5 months. And I think if he hadn't got injured, let's say Salah gets injured and Saka doesn't on that day.
Yeah.
Arsenal win the league and I think Saka breaks all records.
Yeah.
Not Premier League records. He's not Salah.
No.
But he would have broken his own records at Arsenal. So I'm going to give an up because he outperformed what he could have. And I think we forget how good he started the season.
I think that's a big part of it. I'm going to give him an up as well because I think Saka is one of those players that I don't believe he gets the credit for how good he is.
No.
And I think this season was a prime example of Saka as a whole.
Yeah.
Like, not take away the injury. Like, that's different.
Yeah.
It's a prime example of Saka as a whole. He quietly gets on with it, does a lot of work on the field, but his numbers are mad. But he doesn't get talked about the way Salah gets talked about. I think that is what Bukayo Saka is. I think I'm going to give him an up for that reason. Yeah. Obviously, the injury was a massive detriment, so it can lean towards a down season in that respect. But even without the injury, his numbers were crazy. So I'm going to have to give Saka an up. Always give Saka an up.
The next one is Waneri. I'm going to give him an up. I think by the end of the season, people aren't soured on, but I think Arteta soured a little bit.
Something happened.
Whereas we thought he was a left eight. When Saka got injured, we wanted him to play every minute. He got injured. But, I mean, he also had a massive... I think he got like 8-9 goals in all competitions.
Yeah, he did.
He scored in the Champions League knockouts, Champions League group stage, Carabao Cup in the Premier League.
Yeah.
He did a lot of good.
In small amount of minutes.
Yes. He definitely... Yeah, I don't know. For me, he's a golden up. I didn't think he would play as much as he did anyway.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing is, in hindsight, you forget... We didn't expect him to play the amount of games he did.
Yeah.
And not just that he scored, he assisted.
Yeah.
He looked good.
He showed up.
We felt confident when he was playing. So for that, I'm going to give him an up. I just hope he re-signs his new deal because it's worrying me a little bit.
Yeah,
and I think that might be playing him why he didn't play a lot at the end.
Yeah, I think a similar thing happened to Gabriel last season. There was a lot of talk around his future, and it was a lot of speculative. But then he then went on to have the best season.
Yeah.
So I think with Nweri, I think he is going to factor more this season. I think he will sign. I think he'll stay.
So.
I think he has to. I think he has to build his legacy where it is. I think that is where he needs to be. I mean, there's a reason his rookie cards are big chases. Mm-hmm. He's done enough to prove that he is good enough. He just needs the minutes now this season. I'm going to give him an up, even though he didn't play a crazy amount. But the goals he always scores are unstoppable. Yeah, the same goal, cut in, left-footed shot.
I've watched a lot of Robin.
No one could stop that. They can't. They've tried. And even when they stopped the first one, he'll score the second.
Definitely. Luca. Hey. Luca, come here.
Lucas, hey.
Come here.
Luke, come here.
The next one up is Sterling.
Oh.
So I think we're both going to agree, and that is a down.
That's a down, yeah.
I didn't work out. I had high hopes. Yeah. I had the same hopes for William.
Do we do golden downs?
Two, nasty down.
Nasty.
And I like the guy, and I wanted him to do well. Yeah. It wasn't where we wanted.
It wasn't a good fit. It was a panic purchase.
After that is Trossard.
Okay.
I'm going to give it an up, and my reason for that is I think Trossard always has an up.
Yeah.
I think he's there for an exact reason, and he performs that exact reason.
Yeah.
Doesn't overstate his quality, doesn't understate it, doesn't go missing, doesn't have to play every game. Just, hey, can we get a couple goals? Yep.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Could you sit on the bench a couple games? Yep.
And talk about dead eyes as well.
Yeah. So for me, Trossard is an up.
Trossard's an up. He's a la carte. He comes in, does it.
I think the next one is a really confusing one. The last three are a little confusing. Martinelli.
Yep.
He is the top goal scorer of any Brazilian in Premier League history as far as in a season, and that was last year.
Yeah.
Because of that, like we were saying about Odegaard, Saliba, sometimes now you've set the standard, we're judging you on that standard. Yeah. Based on that standard, it's a down.
Yeah, it's changed.
But I think he was actually very good. And as the season went on, we remember that Bernabeu goal.
Yeah.
He was there all year.
Yeah.
He missed a couple because of a couple injuries.
Yeah.
But everyone went down. He was always there. He was always in that team sheet.
Away.
He wasn't always necessarily scoring, but he was there.
Yeah.
And for that, I'm going to give it an up because I'm just glad he was there.
Yeah. Yeah.
He played on the right. He played on the left. Played down the middle. He kind of was, I don't know. He needs to score more. He needs to. The one thing I don't like is he gets in and he doesn't.
He's not as clinical.
Yeah.
I don't think we've quite seen the full potential of Martinelli yet.
The problem is he's getting to the age where he should.
I don't know how many years we can keep saying that.
Him and Saka are like the same.
Yeah.
And we're still waiting for his, where Saka's had like 4 of them.
But we were talking about the generational and the man-made talent earlier with Ronaldo and Messi. Yeah. I think Saka is a generational talent. I think Martinelli has the potential to be a man-made talent. I think with the right work and the right technique changes or whatever it is, I think he has the potential to be a world-class player. But the only worry is, I don't know, is it with us? Or is it going to a different team with a different manager, different setup, that finds what he needs out of him? I don't know. I don't want that. I'd rather he stayed there. I like him being there. But I think he has more potential than he's shown so far. But I'm going to give him an up.
The next couple are really strange because they've been injured a lot.
Yeah.
But being injured might have elevated their rating.
Yeah.
Because you realise what you're missing.
You missed them.
One is Jesus. I think he was the quintessential perfect centre forward for us as of 2 years ago.
Yeah.
He got injured at World Cup.
Yeah.
He's never fully found form. And we saw a glimpse this year.
Yeah, he got close.
He started to score hat-tricks and he was playing and then he tore his ACL again. And for me, I'm going to give him up because he had such a down. Mm-hmm. And he was trying so hard and he got to the level that we wanted him to.
Yeah.
And it just, unfortunately, he just had bad luck. So I'm going to give him an up, even though it was a very sad season for him.
Yeah, I'm going to give him an up. I mean, the season as a whole for him was obviously a down. But I'm giving him up. Like, same as you. Like, he has the potential to offer something to us. He showed the glimpses right at the end, got injured, unfortunately. I don't know if the age is starting to come into it a little bit now. I don't know. But the quality there is just too handy to have. I'm going to give him an up.
And the last one is Havertz. And I think his time away has only boosted his profile.
He's getting jacked now.
Yeah, not just that. He was on the sideline for that last game and the crowd was screaming his name to come on. And I think Neville even said it. And I don't necessarily like it because it felt like a backhanded compliment. He's like, this is... The heart grows fonder when you're away kind of thing. Like he was like, wow, that just being injured has really boosted his standing at the club. And I disagree.
I think that's false.
I think his quality is what boosted it.
Yeah.
And then when he left, we reminded ourselves how good he has been for us. I'm going to give him an up, even though he got injured. I think he was doing everything in his power to keep us up in that title race.
Yeah.
And if he'd stayed fit, I think he would have had some crucial goals in there that would have not necessarily won us anything, but maybe got us somewhere else. So I'm going to give it an up.
Yeah, he's sort of become like somewhat of a heartbeat of the team. I think we talk about Rice being the heartbeat of the team. I think Havertz is definitely a vein. Like, he definitely pumps the blood into the team. And the fans, he had a lot of pressure coming in. The fans were not on his back, but there was a lot of question marks around what he does. And I think he very quickly turned that around and become a goal scorer when we needed a goal scorer. So I think I'm going to give Havertz a general up. He's coming back. He's jacked. Yeah. Like, he's ready to go. Yeah. he's gonna become what we need, I think.
We'll see. Well, just in time for us to buy Sesko or Gyökeres.
Yes.
And Roman Kemp had Tom Grennan on, and he's actually friends with Gyökeres.
Oh.
And he kind of asked him flat out, where are you going?
Yeah.
And he was like, there's a lot of conversations. But he said, the one thing I know is he's best friends with Haaland.
Okay.
Genuinely.
Yeah.
And he said, I think he might end up at United simply because he'll be in Manchester with his friends.
True, yeah.
And the manager and things like that. But
that seems like the obvious one.
Yeah. And I think Sesko will happen after 5 years of trying to get him.
Yeah.
The golden up moment for you is...
I'm going to go for the Real Madrid. The Real Madrid game.
Mine is going to be the Man City 5-1.
Oh.
I've never enjoyed a second half quite like it. I was just Skelly's goal, Wineri scoring.
Yeah.
For me, it was everything. My big down on the season, there's two. I don't know if you want one of them. One was that FA Cup against Man United where we absolutely battered them. We ended up losing on penalties. Jesus tore his ACL.
Yeah.
And I think we had an opportunity in the FA Cup.
Yeah.
And we deserved to win that. We just kept missing.
Yeah.
Because the other one that came to mind was the Newcastle second leg. Any of the legs, really.
Yeah.
In the Carabao Cup semi, where we lost that 4-0 over 2 legs.
Yeah, not good.
And that was the week where I think Havertz got injured in Dubai. Martinelli pulled his hamstring in the game.
Yeah. And we had
Saka was already out.
We had nothing.
Jesus had just gone out. And then we went out of the semi-final and
Yeah.
we just thought, how are we going to compete here?
I'm going to give also an overall down to the general controversies of the season. The refereeing.
The red cards. We have to have one more laugh.
Yeah, the refereeing. I in general, it was. You can't. It sounds like complaining when you talk about the refereeing and injuries and things because that happens.
This year was a joke.
This year was mad. It was like everything was out to get us.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we've got that out of the way now and that's done.
That's what I'm hoping. The likelihood of Touchwood having that all again next year.
Yeah.
It's unlikely.
But we still came second and we got to a Champions League semi-final, even with the world against us.
And a Carabao Cup semi-final.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's our ups and downs. Let us know what you think of the ups and downs. We're on TikTok at Gunners Us Pod.
That was fun.
We will be back next week on iTunes and Spotify. Give us a 5-star review. Where I don't know what we'll be doing. Honestly, I don't have any...
I'm sure something's going to happen.
Something will come up. Maybe some transfer talk, what we need to improve on, if anything changes. General chat throughout the summer will just be on transfers and next season and stuff like that. Or any kind of big information that comes up. But that was our kind of review on the season.
Yeah.
On the ups and the downs.
There's a lot of ups.
There was a lot of ups, and we tried to be critical. It is difficult. But yeah, we'll be back next week with Gunners Are Us. Please give us a follow.
Yes.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.